that was always defending staff cause at every opportunity. Another case where I did that was when they wanted to send away a developer. You know, I was privileged to be in that meeting. The boss at the time said he was not performing. Meanwhile, this guy has been carrying us along. We have also been hearing rumor that he was not justifying his pay, that his pay was more than what he was doing. So when they did that discussion, I could not be arguing with his boss in that meeting because he was not reporting to me, even though I knew the truth. You know, those of you in online class that you are listening to me, God will always send a help for you where they are discussing your matter in your absence. So God used me for him, but I couldn't talk. So after the meeting, on behalf of this developer, I was going to meet all the people that could take decision, including a professor. There's another man, a legal man, outside the country now. This is what is happening. This is what this guy has been telling us. It was not correct. I carried this guy, developer, along too. I told him what to do. He did it. The day that his fate was to be sealed, the head of legal at the time that has traveled, the same one that I mentioned the other time, that ensured that that HR lady got there based on our discreet intervention and information. So the man allowed the head of the department to finish. He now said, why is it that it is old people or new people that people are sending away? You always say people that came newly are not performing. We remember when we came, we asked you for those that were not performing among the old staff. You said all were doing well. Only for the same new people to come and tell us that you need additional hands, that those guys were not grounded enough. We didn't ask you when you told us. When we asked you, you said no, they were fine. Now, you are saying new ones should go. Why? They now kept quiet. That was what saved that guy. Still talking about my contribution, to protecting staff costs. There was another case. My colleague, when we came, we joined together. There was a man we were reporting to, a professor, an elderly man. We were two teams in that department. The other team was headed by a woman. So this my colleague was made to report to her. So at some point, our boss will come and meet me. Mr. Oluwasanmi, so person has gone. So person has left. You see this man that will not leave now, and for him to be saying that, MD has been showing concern. They said they were not feeling that my colleague. And I sensed what was happening. I told that my boss, I said, Oga, this guy had the tendency to perform. We only need to help him, help his potential and his ability to deliver by removing it from reporting to that woman. Because the same woman, when that my colleague submitted report to her, that elderly man will secretly pass the report to me to review. I have the evidence. I still have some of those reports. So I knew what was happening. What you don't have, you can't give. You can only harness a potential based on your capability or your capacity. So I told my Oga that this guy can perform, that they should change him, let him come to me, and let the other guy, one of the team members that we met on ground, that was moved to me, let him be returned to that woman. And that was what they did. He came and like I always do, when I'm giving you work, I show you how to do it. I tell you how to do it. So that next time you will need minimal or little or no supervision. When I'm doing work, I will say, this one, this is how to do it. This one, this is how to do it. Sometimes I will prepare mail, prepare work, I will say send it so that they can be filling in. That's how I've been doing to make sure that all of us are smiling. Everybody looks good. The evidences are available. Those mails, those works, because I want everybody to be happy. The only one I could not save is still paying me till today. A developer, that developer they wanted to send out, that they could not successfully send out. He said he was the one who brought that developer. That was what I could not save. We were in an online meeting. The same boss in IT, he said he was not performing, and I tried to redeploy him to another place where he could perform. The guy said no. So it was in that meeting that they agreed that they should do appraisal for him. And you know the meaning of that? If they say they should do an appraisal for somebody whose ogas complain that is not performing, you know the meaning of that? The meaning is that they should know what to do with his appraisal. So the oga definitely will not rate him well now, since he knows that is going to be the basis for what? For taking their decision. So in that meeting, because it was an online class, I raised up my hand. I was not recognized. I was calling for attention. I was saying, sir, I was not recognized. You know what I wanted to say? Because I knew the politics, being a technical man. I wanted to say that they should engage that legal man, legal head, who had always been there for people, to tell the man to interview this guy, because I was sure that something would be fishy. Something could be fishy. Something could be fishy. So if the man should listen to him, maybe certain things will be exposed. Because as a technical man, I know that before they employ technical people, they usually engage them personally. They will check their repository, they will check their project, they will evaluate their competence. So it's an indictment on the head of IT. If you brought in somebody after you have done one-on-one interview, after you have told us that you have confirmed that it was fine, you have checked his project because it is supposed to be done, it is assumed that you have done so, you now bring the person in, you are not saying he cannot perform, then it's a failure on the part of the head of IT. You brought somebody in and you are not saying with all the tests you did, it's not the best fit. Then it means you don't know what you are doing. So I said, I wanted to say the man should interview him, but I was not recognized. That was the only one I could not save. And I'm sure if the guide had interviewed him, maybe the story would have changed. And that is me for you.